The good news is, whatever you believe as you constitutes you. If you believe the body is you, you will be only that. That is the one main reason I feel so sad about the people who believe that they are only body, because the people who believe they are only body, they have only one birth, they stop the possibility of growth, and they are just stuck in the causal layer. When they die, they are stuck in a plane, in a zone called causal layer. They are just kept there in the waiting lounge for ages, because what they believed when they were in the body. That was the layer.
Actually, to tell you honestly, the system, if the body is allowed to function, even if it breaks the bone, there will not be pain. Pain is, why me? That's all is pain. Not the fracture. I'm telling you from my experience, I had a fracture, multiple compound fracture. We have videograph from those days I used to go for this horse riding. All right. I was lean and thin those days. So I was going on the horse and we were coming near the Vaidya Sarovar. Some of my brahmacharis saw me and they got excited and played that Karupaswami song. Karupaswami song is that Kalabhairava's invoking Kalabhairava's song, that like a Swagatam, means, oh Kalabhairava, please land, come. We usually use that song for invoking Kalabhairava. And suddenly I saw that Kalabhairava was opening up in my body, and the body has become triple time heavy. Usually when he lands, it becomes very heavy. And that horse got frightened. It was not actually poor horse's mistake. That fellow, he was... Suddenly, if you see, 3 persons are sitting on you without... See, horses, if they see somebody is claiming on him, he will be psychologically prepared. And that poor fellow is not seeing anybody claiming on him, but the weight has become suddenly 3 times more. He got shaken. He started running, so I fell and I had a fracture. I just got up and said, I think there is a fracture, let's give a medical attention. Morning 7:30 the fracture happened, we have a video. And then I described how in our naval center we have our emergency 911 ambulance. So please understand, all our bodies are equipped to handle all our emergencies. Every medicine needed is in our naval center. Manipatmeham. That Manipatma in the navel is nectar. It has everything to repair our body. So I was seeing very clearly from there all the emergency supply going to that place to repair, and I was describing the whole scene. And only evening they did whatever need to be done, the surgery and everything. I insisted that do it without anesthesia, but they said, no, you are a VIP, we can't take the risk. And all right, anyhow, that story is different. I tell you from my experience, fracture doesn't give pain. If you think why me gives pain. At least I have 5 incidents of my kids falling and having fracture. No question of even pain. No, not even the idea of pain. We have kids. All you need to do is teach ferociousness as dharma of getting matured.
In Sanskrit, we have 2 words, Vada, Pradivada, Kandana, Mandana. Means churning the logic till you achieve the nectar of understanding, realization. Kandana Mandana means the removing all the things which does not exist but gives you the feeling it exists. See, I tell you, it is just like a 2 edges of the cloth. One edge you say life is suffering, one edge you say life is bliss. But when you move to any one edge, you will become enlightened. You will jump out of that. You will fall out of that edge. Please understand. Enlightenment is falling out of this. Life is this. One edge is life is bliss. One edge is life is suffering. Go to any one extreme through your cognizance, you will jump out of it. You will become enlightened. Whether you believe Buddha, life is suffering, or whether you believe me, life is bliss, if you align your cognizance to that one belief, you will become enlightened. But suffering is part of life is not going to liberate you. Who said that? Suffering is part of life is not what Buddha taught. You heard. That is what you heard, but did not see. Suffering is part of life. You heard. Buddha did not say. Buddha said life is suffering. There's a big difference between suffering is part of life and life is suffering. Align to anyone. Once actually I landed upon a very deep, strong, sacred cognition in my life that I cannot be hurt. I cannot have any pain. I am the Atma. Atma cannot have any pain, suffering, nothing. It is pure space. It was so powerful and so strong. I went and took the knife and cut my thigh to check it. A child will not have a guts to take a knife and cut himself to check. Understand, I tell you, the power of the cognition was so much. I could not control myself testing it on me because I was too excited. Of course, I needed few more understanding. See, when I am the Atma, soul, I am not the body, and I cannot be destroyed, I don't have pain, I am beyond sufferings, then I should have tested that on my Atma, not on my body. I have tested it on with something I am not. See, the experience is sitting in the Atma, the cognition is sitting in the consciousness. But experimenting, I am doing it on my body. That understanding I gathered little later. But that cognition was so powerful. Even when there was a pain on the body, I did not feel bad for what I did. I did not feel bad about testing it. It was such an ecstasy. Wow, wow, wow. Like a long journey is over. Now I don't need to run around anywhere here and there. I am that rest, that restful awareness, that cognition was such an ecstasy.
When I cut my thigh and went back to Annamalai Swamigal, he said, what you did is neither wrong nor right. I couldn't understand. What do you mean? He said, because of this cutting yourself, you got the click. Ultimately, that you are not the body. Actually, after that, only he gave me the initiation into that Aham Spurana. The methodology of the Aham Spurana by great incarnation, Ramana Maharshi. It was transmitted to me by Annamalai Swamigal. So Ramana Maharshi is my Paramaguru. And Annamalai Swamigal transmitted that Aham Spurana, Anubhava into me, and which became reality when I was 12 in the Pavalakkundru. After that, once Annamalai Swamigal was telling me, now understand the thing you did, cutting your thighs, neither right nor wrong. Because you got the vision, you don't need sacrifice. You don't need to cut yourself again. If Annamalai Swamigal said cutting yourself is right, I would have been continuously doing that everywhere. and all of you will be sitting and cutting yourself. It is not right. Same way, it is not wrong. You need certain kind of a ferociousness to do sacrifice till the vision clicks. That kind of a ferociousness is required for the vision to click. So because the ferociousness is required for the vision to click, the experimenting on yourself, cutting yourself, your thigh was not wrong. Because it is not required regularly, once the vision clicks, it is not right. Understand it properly. Sacrifice is required only till the vision clicks. Once the vision clicks, you don't need sacrifice. Because living enlightenment does not need sacrifice. It only needs the vision clicking in you. But till the vision clicks, you need to have the patience and perseverance, will, persistence. For that, you need sacrifice. Shivanyana anubhuti, Shivanyana anubhava, Paramashivanandam anubhuti is a vision manifest, not torture or suffering. The fundamental cognitions are the principles the foundation principles you cognize decides whether you are going to build a materialistic ecosystem around you, so-called rational ecosystem around you, or an enlightened ecosystem around you. Please understand. All the so-called conclusions of the science and rationality is not rationally rational or scientifically scientific. All the cognitions, politicians, social leaders trying to infuse into you are not absolute truth or absolute right. Understand? Neither the cognitions are absolute truth, nor they are rationally rational or scientifically scientific. But unfortunately, the cognitions you cognize decides the quality of life you are going to have. Understand? The ultimate Tyagi, Paramashiva, reveals all the truths as it is in Vedas and Agamas for every one of us to live enlightenment and create an enlightenment ecosystem around us. Please understand. I want to tell you some of my own experiences. If you cognize life is pain, you are going to go on create pain. If you cognize life is bliss,
you will go on be creating bliss. If you cognize life is hard work, you are going to go continuously going to create hard work. If you feel, if you cognize life is joy, you are going to continuously manifest joy. The good news is cognition is conscious process. You can recreate, rebuild, reform, rejuvenate, reinvent, recreate as you want. Cognition is conscious process, not unconscious, random happening. It's a conscious process. You can recreate, rejuvenate, reinvent, redesign, rebuild your conscious process. Understanding about life, what you are, is going to decide what you do and what you want in your life. When you think you are a child and particular toy is going to give you joy, and the toy is going to be adding life to you, or it is going to be your eternal companion, you feel so strongly attached to the toy. Even if your mother tries to take your toy away and asks you to eat, you shout at her, you disappear, you die, give me the toy. Because at that moment, you think your whole life is going to be the childhood, and the toy is going to add so much joy to you, and the toy is your eternal companion. So naturally, you feel the toy is much more important than anything else. After some time, your understanding about yourself changes. So naturally, your needs changes. When your understanding about yourself evolves, your needs changes. Please understand, having the ultimate understanding about your life and having the right understanding about your needs is what I call renunciation. Vairagya, renunciation. Please understand the word Vairagya. Raga means attachment. Araga means detachment. Viraga means beyond attachment or detachment. Vairagya does not mean attachment or detachment. You need to understand the important truth. Viraga is neither attachment nor detachment. It is having the right understanding about your need. Understand, the altered states of awareness is responsible for all the sufferings you have in your life, all the misunderstandings you have in your life. Understand, the other states of awareness like a dream and deep sleep also is part of you, and expand your planning about life. If you are too oriented only on waking state, you will have heavy dreams and completely disturbed sleep. Even now, if you just put your head down, sit in a relaxed way, in 5 minutes your state of awareness will be altered. Your desire, your fear, everything will be different. That time your desire will be, can I stretch my leg? Can I just rest the body a little more? Who wants all these things? Forget about it. Your fear will be, somebody may wake me up, or he may end the satsang soon. This mood is really nice. Or he may continue, go on and on. If he leaves, at least I can go to the room and lie down. In that state of awareness, your fear or greed is different. So understand, alter your state of awareness just one step higher. Just one step higher. How the toy car has become immaterial for you when you grow up. Your real car will become immaterial when you consciously grow up. Understand? Just altering your state one step higher, taking yourself to Turiya, the fourth state. Suddenly you will see many of your fears are not there. Many of your greed are not there. It's like you are in this country. You are bothered too much about too many things and too many people. Suddenly you are taken away from this country and put somewhere else. All the things which was creating fear, greed, guilt in you, now no more relevant for you. Whole state is different. If you are well settled in US, you will never bother about the old lady sitting in your village, native village, and talking abusively about you. But when you are in that village, her words and her abuse means too much to you. You change many of your actions. No, that otherwise that old lady will chew my head along with her betel leaf. Like how when the place changes, when the condition changes, your strategies and understandings changes. Same way when the awareness changes, your understandings and life changes.
Nithyananda. We all just had a powerful session where Swamiji explained whether if you're a couch potato or an enlightenment egg. So which one are each of you? Were you able to analyze and see? Are you a couch potato or an enlightenment egg? Actually, I request all participants to choose. I request all of you to please post in the chat section. Which one are you? Are you the couch potato or the enlightened egg? Enlightened Paramashiva. Wow, Subramanya took it to the next level. Enlightened Paramashiva. Yes. Okay, my handling woman is supposed to be yes. Eric is all participants suppose which option you want to be. The enlightened egg or the couch potato. James Beraya, Matthew Eskaraya, and Chandrasekharaya, Yogagnana. Okay. Okay. James Bere, you have posted your okay. The enlightened egg. That's nice. Ma Priya Surupri, you have posted that you want to be the enlightened egg. Okay, I request all participants suppose why you wanted to be the enlightened egg. What's the reason? Yes, Nithyananda to all participants. Sorry for the technical glitch. Okay. I request all participants to post. Okay. Why do you choose to be an enlightened egg? What's the reason? Okay. To experience wonders and to experience wonders and experience the life to fullest. Okay. Yes, Matthew Eskraya has put I'm enlightenment egg. Okay. Why is it you want to be an enlightened egg? To attain blissful ultimate state. Okay. Balasubramanian, I request you to post why you want to be enlightened Paramashiva. James Saya, I request all the participants to post why is it you want to choose an enlightened egg? What? Enlightened egg is to experience the Chatu Peksha laughing with a reason, okay? Okay, next. To be one with Swamiji. That's the best. Okay, so now that same space, being that enlightened egg, shall we all do a manifestation with powers? See, actually, Swamiji very beautifully says, hot water. You take the hot water, right? Makes the potato soft, but makes the egg hard. How come? Because the egg allows itself. The egg allows Paramashiva, meaning the hot water, to nicely boil, kindle, do whatever needs to be done. That's why it becomes a hard egg. Right? Whereas a potato, it does not allow it. It just absorbs. Okay. Because you posted because I'm not connected to Maya or the world. Wow, that's nice, yeah. So understand you want to be enlightened egg because you want all of us want to experience that oneness with Swamiji. Yes. Ultimately, why all of us have taken this birth is to be that oneness face with Swamiji. Yes, that's so nice to hear from all the participants. Okay, so shall we have a quick round of power manifestation? Yes. Now I request each of you, see, we will again be doing the Aushadha Darshanam. I request each of you to this time go more deeper and see more details of what the benefits of the herbs are. Go more in detail. And as much as possible, like go as much as possible deep into the details and ask Swamiji to reveal it to you. So we will be projecting a herb for all of you, and you can scan what are the benefits of the herbs that we are going to be projecting to each of you. Are all of you excited for another round of power manifestation? Who are excited for this power? Like, It's actually very interesting power. Like, you know, you can scan some unknown medicine. Well, I'm interested. So nice. Especially to get to know, understand Swamiji says. Hinduism, right, has the knowledge for every single thing. We're David, Ayurveda, astrology, astronomy. We are advanced in every single science. And understand, and also Swamiji says that even the Ayurveda we had, right, like in those days, in ancient times, how doctors were regarded was based on the health level, based on the health situation of their community in which they are available, in which they are responsible. Like for each community, there'll be a doctor which is associated with with the community. So if the whole village is healthy, if the whole village is healthy and alive, and their health is normal, right? They're very healthy. Only then the doctors will be rewarded. Otherwise, of course, they need to do their work for taking care of the body and all those things, right? So that's why learning, I would say this is actually one of my favorite power where Swamiji literally decodes like certain, especially like the medicinal herbs plants. No, we have no idea about it. But just by connecting the Swamiji decodes that knowledge for all of us. So let's now start. So now for all the participants, we have a plant. Okay. So this is a medicinal plant. I request all of you now to scan and reveal what's the name of this plant? If you can see the plant name. Of course, Swamiji will show the plant name. See the plant name and what's the benefits? Why this plant is used for? Because all of you, please close your eyes.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda
Intense. Start chanting the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda
Yes, yes. Thanks, Hila.
Paramashivoham
I request each of the participants to now pose. What exactly did Swamiji reveal to you? What are the benefits of this herb? Okay, James Beraya has posted orchid, and Fabio Aya has put in tendon mercy. Okay, Hurling Gomez, of course, used as a shampoo ingredient, lilac. Okay, Priyapa's Rupi have posted herb helps to clear blockage and free flow bloodstream passage. Okay, how about the rest? James, what did Swamiji show you here for? What this plant used for? What's the benefit of this herb? Did Swamiji show you that? Okay, Ma Jayalakshmi pose it cures ulcer. Okay. Who are the doctors here? Do we have any doctors? Anyone of you are doctors? Okay, Balasubramanyamaya has posted Karasalam. Okay. Virupaksha, you posted respiratory well-being. Okay. How about for you, Mathabhaskar? Chandrasekhar, what did Swamiji show you too? Ma Ananda Yogini. Yes, Nithyananda, I request you to post what did Swamiji show you? Ma Margarita, Ma Sumati, Ma Nirvikalpini, Ma Nitya Paramashiva Shakti, Ma Yogananda Rupini. I request all the participants to post. No message. No problem, Aya, no problem. Okay, I request you, Matthew, Aya. What is the diagram that Swamiji showed you? I was able to see very clearly some diagram Swamiji showed me. What is the diagram? Some like black and white diagram Swamiji showed you. See, even if you didn't see any message or anything, try as much as detail to describe what you saw. Definitely some, because I'm able to see it very clearly through the third eye that Swamiji showed you some black and white diagram. Yes, very clear Swamiji is showing me that. Matthew is correct. Actually, the okay, I request you, can you just close your eyes now? Can you just like close your eyes now? You see Swamiji will show you. Like still I can still see Swamiji showing you some black and white diagram. Maybe as you see it, like when you're closing your eyes, as you see it, you can maybe even draw it. So you're able to later describe it more. No? Okay. Okay, from the next round, whatever, like as you're seeing it, try like replicating whatever you're seeing also. Okay. So like anything that you see, try replicating it. Then maybe you'll be able to make sense out of whatever Swamiji is revealing. Okay, yes. So let's now reveal the answer. So this Aushada, this herb is called the and it's called the Shalparni herb, and its benefits are for analgesic and it's also anti-inflammatory. These are the main two things that it benefits. See, of course, all the participants eat the any herb will always give a good effect on us only, so that's fine. Let's see who has mango. Okay, it's clear blockages. Okay, that's fine, no problem. Let's manifest one more round. We just need to be intense about it. If you're intense, Swamiji will definitely will show you. As Swamiji says, just have the will. If you have the will, that's enough. Swamiji will show you everything. See, the manifestation is already happening. All you need to do is identify exactly what Swamiji is showing you. Okay, so we will be projecting the next herb. I request each of you to sit straight, connect with Swamiji, chant the Mahavakya, and start revealing the details of this herb. Please sit straight, chant the Mahavakya intensely. Okay. I request all participants now to scan. Now there's the herb which is being projected for all of you. I request all of you to scan. What herb is this? What nut is this? Ask Swamiji to reveal what is this exactly. Intensely continue to chant the Mahavakya.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Mahamahavakya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. This Mahamahavakya is spiritual lullaby for you to fall into samadhi. Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva to wake up in you. Just remember this one powerful cognition. This Mahamahavakya puts me in samadhi. This is spiritual lullaby for samadhi. And Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva in me. For Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavakya. Mahamahavakya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi. And Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. For Paramashiva to manifest.
Please relax.
With this one spiritual
Now I request each of the participants to please post in the chat what was the herb that you were able to see. What were the benefits? What was the name of this herb? Can each of you post in the chat? Both the name and the benefits of this herb.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Okay.
Paramashivoham.
Kadukai fruit. Okay. And helps in digestion, helps in nervous system and brain. Bibitaki, okay. and help our digestion. Okay. Rudraksha helps in indigestion, skin and hair. Respiratory well-being. Okay. Wow, I see so many participants are posting. Matthew Viscrea, why don't see? Don't sometimes we use some restrictive words on us, on ourselves. Like, okay, maybe it will not manifest or something like that. But why don't you sit for the manifestation? You'll actually have a breakthrough. Okay, actually, Ayya, let's do one thing. Okay, I request you, Ayya, to please just close your eyes. However you connect this Swamiji, connect to whichever form, whichever aspect you connect to Swamiji, connect to that aspect. First, let's start the basic. Let's see whether you're able to see some colors or not. See, understand here? If you've been sitting here attending the Paramashivoham program, that means your third eye is awakened. It is definitely awakened. It's just that we need to drop whatever self-doubt we're carrying within ourselves. Only when we drop the self-doubt within ourselves only, you will see Swamiji start manifesting pain. Because we put so much of self-doubt, right? So much of restriction. Like even we have put so much of conditioning within ourselves, how Swamiji should show, how we should see through the third eye. That is why we, according to us, we're not able to see, but actually you are seeing. Actually, even in third eye, right? I have seen in the last few days, colors you get very well. Any, like literally in every round, colors in third eye you get very well. So even for this, try focusing on that. Like, okay, see what colors Swamiji shows you. And then you can map and see, okay, how is it relating? And like go deeper. First, see the colors. First, see what Swamiji is showing you. Then go deeper. Ask Swamiji, okay, I'm seeing this. What is next? What is next? And like that, go more deeper. You will actually you will see that you start manifesting it. Okay. So let's now verify the answers. So for all the participants, actually the seed which we were projecting for all the participants was the bibitaki fruit. And Balasubramanyamaya, you have got spot on. And even I think Chandrasekharaya had posted Haitaki and Kadikai Pudi. Okay, yes. So this is the baby taki fruit which we were showing for all the participants. It is also called Terminalia belerica. Yes. Okay. So yes, of course. If you for all the participants, like if you know this herb called Triphala. How many of you are aware about this herb called Triphala? Triphala, is anyone aware about it? The Triphala Churanam or the powder, it has three yes. Okay. So this Triphala is actually made up of these three things: Bibitaki, Vimitaki, and Kadikai Pudi. Yes. It is made of the Haitaki, Bibitaki, and the Amalaki. Amalaki, okay. Triphala came to my third eye also. Wow. That's nice. Wow, that's nice. All of you take it every day. That's wonderful. Yes. That's great. So this was that seed, and it helps in digestion, cleaning the stomach, and even the oxygen levels. Okay, shall we go one more last round? Okay. So now we are going to be projecting the herb for all the participants. Okay. I request each of you to sit straight, chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji. Matthew is clear, this time even you do it. Just sit straight, chant the Mahavakya. It's okay. Don't feel okay, I need to get the answer right. Don't feel like that. Just connect with Swamiji. Then whatever needs to manifest will manifest. You just sit and visualize Swamiji, connect with Swamiji, and request Swamiji to show you the answer. That's all you need to do. Whatever needs to happen, the rest he will do. Okay. Please sit straight, chant the Mahavakya, and connect to Swamiji.
Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, so we are projecting a herb for each of you now. Please start scanning.
Paramashivoham
Okay. Yes. I request each of the participants now to post in the chat. What did Swamiji reveal to you? What was the name of the herb? And what was the benefits of the herb that Swamiji revealed to you? Please post it in the chat. Whatever Swamiji revealed to you, and Matthew is free. If you saw any letters or colors, even if it's colors, it's okay. Reveal it. James Veraya has put neem stick for teeth brushing. Okay. And Majayalakshmi posted Ati Madaram. It enhances the sweetness of your voice and good for throat. I mean, our voice and good for throat. Yellow color. That's nice, Aya. That's nice. Yellow color. That's a good start. Chandrasekhar Aya, Balasubramania, what about for all of you? Ma Priyatna Srupri, Ma Harling Gomez, Ma Virupaksha. Each of you can post in the chat. What did Swamiji reveal to you? Yes, please post in the chat. Whatever Swamiji revealed to you. Come on, anyone else? Who else saw? Jayalakshmi and each of you can post what was the exact benefits also of the plant. Ma Virupaksha, Ma Priyatna Srupni have posted. Neem stick good for teeth. Ma Virupaksha have posted. Licorice helps digestion again. Ma Nirvi Kalpini have posted. Red Chandanam. Okay. And Ati Maduram. Okay. Mathu Viscous have posted. Maybe because I had. Okay. Actually, it's not like that. See, it's just that you need to connect the Swamiji intensely. When you connect the Swamiji intensely, Mathu Viscous, yeah. You'll be able to see. Of course, Swamiji also says yoga, morning yoga also helps you to see through the third eye. Like, actually, that's very true. If you're not aligned to the morning routine, right? If you're not like aligned to the morning yoga or the puja at Swamiji, like the spiritual routine Swamiji is given, right? Yes, it also helps on that. It also, yes, because of that, also you may not be able to see something. So basically, you need to do completion. So when you just declare Swamiji, say, okay, Swamiji, I'm dropping everything at your feet. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to align myself. That's nice, Matthew Viscassia. That's nice. That's a good start. You will see, since now you have started doing the yoga, you will see slow, day by day, you'll be able to manifest. Okay. So shall we see the answer now? How about you, Bala Subramania? What did Swamiji show you? Summit. Okay. Neem also. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's now see the answer. So this part for this what you're seeing, the herb, is the licorice. Yes, it's called the licorice, and it's also called Glycyrrhiza glabra. So basically, that's a scientific name given to it. And Chandrasekharaya, yes, it is the Atimaduram root. Yes. And Matthew is Karaya, actually the essence of this root is yellow color. It's actually like when we boil this atimadram, when we boil this licorice, the essence which comes is actually yellow in color, but it's actually sweet. That's wonderful, Aya. And so many of you have posted, Ma Virupaksha, Chandrasekharaya, all of you have posted licorice and atimadram. Yes. That's great. Ma Jayalakshmi, you're manifested, Ma. Okay. So now shall we enter into the next session? Okay. Yes, so actually the next session. Okay. So let's now move ahead to the next session. The next session is actually a very beautiful session. But most of the time in life, we always ask, right, why me? Why me for everything? Like for example, when wealth is not manifesting for you, we ask, why I'm not manifesting? Why me? Why do I need to go through this? Or if somebody manifests something like their desires, their dream, then you feel, why am I not there? But why am I? Why me? Why has God chosen me for all the suffering and everyone else around me is manifesting everything that they want? I request all participants, suppose how many of you have felt this many times? Why do I need to go through this? Why me most of the time? How many of you have asked this? Every single person may be going through their own ups and downs, but still we feel that we have the most problems in life. We are the ones who have every single issue in life, and we are like, why me? Okay, Bal Subramania. How about you, Priya Srupni? How about all the participants? How many of you? Okay, I'm going through it now. Okay. How about the rest of the participants? I have before, Ma. Okay, that's nice. So, in this session, Swamiji is going to be speaking about, instead of why me, wow me. How you can convert and change that why me to wow me. Yes. So from why me gonna be wow, it's me. So now let's say this truth from Swamiji himself directly.
Listen, every moment the happening in you means your life. Listen carefully. Life. You may be marching towards your goal to achieve something in the outer world or inner world, or you may be just confused and stuck. Whatever. But life is happening to you. Please understand, even feeling confused and getting stuck is life happening. Sometimes people feel you are not even letting us live in confusion and depression a little bit. Understand? Even confusion and feeling stuck is life happening. Life happening. So, in this happening of life, whenever you change the game, like the rules with which you need to play with matter, if you play it with consciousness, the rules with which you need to play with consciousness, if you play it with matter, I'll give you an example. A ship is very safe, most secured in the port when it is docked. What do you call decked or docked? Docked, whatever. But it is not created just for that purpose. Understand? If you always decide based on law of life, if the ship is parked or locked in the port, it is very safe, most secured. Yes, no doubt. But the purpose of ship is not just being docked in the port. Law of life is only teaching about the most secure things. Flow of life is exciting, adventurous, innovating, opening up different possibilities. Life happening to you every moment. That's the first statement. Even if you feel you are stuck, life is happening. Second statement. Listen. Second statement. When you change the games, when you change the rule of life, when you play law into flow into law, what you go through is pain. Listen. When flow, the life is restrained by the misunderstanding of law, pain is caused. Wherever you need to follow the law of the matter, you try to break it because of your over-enthusiastic flow, suffering is caused. Listen to the third statement. The constant life happening, when you approach it with agitation, every moment, the purification process which is happening in you becomes painful. Listen, purification means more and more understanding of which is law, which is flow. Letting the flow to be, letting the law to protect. Dharma to protect, yama to enjoy. Listen, dharma to protect, yama to enjoy. Bringing more and more understanding about yama and dharma is life, and that process is constant death and constant rebirth. Life is just all about from why me to wow me. Understand? I tell you one more thing. Life is so compassionate. Only minimum chipping is done and maximum polishing is done. It chips really only The minimum required. No. Others get chipped only little bit. I get chipped so much. No. You are in the hands of the most compassionate sculptor, Mahadeva. Especially when he himself comes as a guru. Understand? Some get his land, some get his property, some get his gold, some get his organizations. Whatever, whoever wants, they grab those things with their hands. But to stand without grabbing anything, with folded hands or holding his feet, he picks them up to keep on his shoulder. Understand? Blessed are those who get him as Guru. People who grabbed things with their both hands, they won't be having him as Guru. That is the worst punishment. They don't need any other punishment other than not having him as a Guru for their life. Best thing can happen to you has already happened. Having him as Guru. Listen. The conclusion statement I am making is actually the same as first statement, but step by step I have presented how constant death and constant rebirth is perceived by different mental setup. Whoever feels negative with the life feels constant death is happening. Whoever looks at the life with understanding and reverence will feel constant birth is happening.
Understand, if you have the attitude of why me, even if you are world's richest man, you will not be in the space of completion and relaxed. Just if you develop this one understanding of Tyaga, I don't care about ups and downs. My conscious decisions and conclusions are my life. That's it. That's it. That Tyaga will manifest in tons of ways, like how Tyaga is manifesting in me. I have decided to be ferocious with me and decided to go and be in the temple.
Having don't care attitude about the ignorance, or having something else as your priority than breaking the ignorance or you are seeking. Other than seeking or breaking the ignorance, if something else becomes important or more important priority to you, then what you do becomes avidyam upasate, worshipping the ignorance. That is why I insist in every situation, let seeking be your first response. Understand? In all the so-called developed countries, they have something called first response team for any crisis. for any accident, natural calamity, or terrorist attack, for any crisis, they have something called first response team. Means the ambulance, the paramedical staff, and police, the fire engine, bomb squad, people who rush to the scene and respond to the victims first, who try to attend to the crisis first. They are called first response team. I tell you, let seeking be your first response team for your whole life and all the crises of life. Anything, whether you lost some money in some business or lost your job, any crisis, or even good things. You got married, or wife ran away. Now anything can be good, anything can be bad as per the person. I don't know to define what is good, what is bad. Or you feel like running away with somebody. Whatever it is. I don't want to say what is good, what is bad and all that. But any situation, good or bad, losing or gaining, crisis or peace, joy or pain, suffering or bliss, let seeking become your first response to anything. When you have a stomach pain, don't think why stomach pain for me, but think why first of all there is a pain for humanity. If you think why stomach pain for me, why disease for me, you will only be Buddha. If you think why pain, suffering at all for the whole humanity, you will become Buddha. Understand? Just Buddha saw the sick person, old person, dead body. But he did not think, why did these fellows come and fall in my eyes? I think bad woman. Why did I see these fellows? I think bad Shakuna, bad woman. These fellows are all the time depressing. He did not think that way. He did not treat them like a black cat running in between. Most of the time when black cat runs across the road, it is not bad omen for you, it is a bad omen for the cat. I was looking into this. Actually, almost in all culture, this cat omen is there. I thought, why? Then I found out the black cats run around only when they don't get basic food. And if you are in a society where simple food is not available for animals, where it has to run around, then there is something wrong in the society. You need to look in. Actually, the black cat will not run around if he gets even a simple food. Anyhow, now let us not get into the omen science. Let's stop with this. Listen, whether it's a black cat running or seeing a sick person, Buddha did not look into that as his omen, or he did not think, oh, these fellows are morning itself, they came and fell in my eyes and I am feeling depressed. No. He asked, why this to humanity? He started throwing tantrum with the cosmos. I tell you, I am really telling you, whoever throws tantrum with the cosmos will be freed from the laws of cosmos. Antandama pravishantiye. avidyamupasate, worshipping the ignorance, putting the seeking as your first response team is what I am doing in Shivoham process. Making the seeking as your first instinct response is the process of Shivoham.
Enlightenment to radiate Advaita with all its powers and siddhis. Never ever have the beggar mentality of acquiring siddhis, accumulating siddhis. It is like you steal in your own father's garden, mango garden. No, you own it. The moment you are my disciple, I tell you, you own the whole cosmos. You are the favorite inheritor of the cosmos. Brahmanyam Bahuputratam.
So whenever I put my initial, I used to feel a lot of pride because my father's name is Arunachal and my grandfather's name is Annamalai. So Annamalai Arunachalam Rajashekar. So I used to feel a lot of pride. But after seeing Arunagiri Yogeshwara strongly feeling connected, whenever I put that A, I will say Arunagiri, Arunagiri. I always wanted to feel that Arunagiri Yogeshwara is my father, that A symbolizes Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Of course, I went to Arunagiri Yogeshwara one day and said, Swamiji, I wanted you as my father and mother. He laughed and said, I am your father and mother. What is there? Why suddenly asking? He told in a very casual Tamil. அதுக்கு என்னடாப்பா இப்போ நான் தான்டா உனக்கு அம்மையப்பன். இல்ல சாமி, அது எப்படி சும்மா சொல்லக்கூடாது, உண்மையிலேயே அம்மையப்பனா இருக்கணும். I was not that convinced, so I was asking, not just casually, really you should be my father and mother. Then he smiled and said, நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சாலும் என் கை பண்ணதில்ல, அதே மாதிரி நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சாலும் உன் மூலம் நான் பண்ணிப்பேன்ல, அதனாலதான் உனக்கு நான் தான் அம்மையப்பன். Very simple word. He said, whatever I want, my hand will do. Same way, whatever I want, I can do through your body. I can manifest it through your body because I have this feeling. I am your father and mother. I tell you, giving that feeling to the Guru, you are liberated. If your Guru feels that confidence with you, whatever I want, I can do with my hand. Same way, whatever I want, I can do through this person. Then you are enlightened, you are liberated. I am your Ammayappan. Understand? Non-violence, absolute love, pure Tyaga gives this confidence to Paramashiva about you. Your non-violence and Tyaga gives confidence about you to Paramashiva. Tyagis gain the confidence of Paramashiva. If Paramashiva is confident of you, he can get what he wants done through you. You are liberated. He is your Ammayappan. Everything, all the best things have happened in your life. You can be very clear, you are the inheritor of all the good things of the universe.
I want to tell you this one thing.
That was a beautiful session. How many of you loved it? How many of you clicked with it? Like from why me to wow, it's me. Wow, okay, I can see my prayer to Supreme posted. Wow, getting goosebumps. Thank you for choosing us, Swamiji. Loved it always. How was for you, James? James, Michael Bird, Bal Subramania. Even for me, listening it also is like it's such an amazing explanation Swamiji gives, right? Okay. And so we all today, throughout the day, we saw how we can overcome and be relieved, get rid of all the pain and suffering that we are going through. And these techniques, all the techniques and powerful cognitions and truths that you learned today in today's program, you can actually use it in your day-to-day life, implement it in your day-to-day life, and not hold on to the pain and suffering that we usually do. We hold on to that pain and suffering in us, making it like a baggage in us, not letting us to live freely. But today, with the truths and the powerful cognitions that you have gotten from the program, you can use it in your day-to-day life, knowing that I am Paramashiva, nothing can violate me. And in the space of Paramashivanandam, you can exist and not let the pain and suffering affect you. So, I request each of you to take a few minutes before you conclude your day. Take a few minutes, internalize these truths, consciously snack on these truths, and you will be able to rid yourself of any pain and suffering that you may be going through. And with that, we thank each and every one of you for joining us for today's program for today. And we invite you for the program tomorrow starting at 7 a.m. with the yoga. Tomorrow we will be having and be graced with the darshan of Bhagwan Veerabhadramurti. And yes, so tomorrow Swamiji is going to be liberating us from a time loop. We feel like we don't have enough time. How am I supposed to conquer time and all this thing, right? Well, tomorrow Swamiji is going to be debunking that, and Swamiji is going to be decoding how to manifest time for ourselves. So let's get ready for tomorrow's day. We once again welcome all of you for tomorrow's yoga. Will be starting at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with this, let us all offer our heartfelt gratitude at the Divine Buddhist feet for Swamiji for giving us this wonderful opportunity for us to explore the deeper truths, the deeper secrets revealed in Hinduism. Let us now conclude this program by chanting the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, thank you. Nithyanandam. Yes, thank you everyone. Nithyanandam.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia.